Hey everybody, this is part of a Twitter exchange which I'm using for content because it's valuable for people to know, and it's also presenting that there are some people who don't understand the realities of working within a business market. In this instance, the problem is that when teams come to Oakland, because we don't have a lot of top quality hotel rooms, in fact we have scant few comparative to our total stock, sports teams elect to stay in San Francisco, where there are many thousands of top quality hotel rooms. I know this personally because I created the Oakland Alameda County Sports Commission and the Oakland Super Bowl 39 bidding committee. And when you work with the National Football League, as I might add, I still do, that's from the NFL draft of 2019, and I've got one for 2020 and all that jazz, but I digress. In 2021, but I digress. The simple fact of the matter is that sports teams and leagues have their own hotel relationships and requirements for rooms. They're not going to just stay anywhere. There's a guy on Twitter named Manuel Gonzalez. Don't know him, never met him, don't know what he looks like, don't know what he does for a living, know nothing about the guy, except that he tweets a lot, giving Jack Dorsey a lot of free content. I choose to monetize. I'm monetizing this conversation. So, simple fact of the matter is that when you work with organizations like the NFL or Major League Baseball or hockey or pretty much any professional sports league of a size that's on television, they have relationships with hotels already. They want to stay at those hotels because contractually they're supposed to. They're not going to just stay at any hotel. So you can't force them to do that. And Amano, it's wrong for you to say that I as an Oaklander are justifying this. It's not a matter of justifying. It's the real world, pal. Okay? That's how the world works. How do you make the situation work for you? Simple. You use redevelopment funds like we used to do to help finance the construction of hotels and draw investors who would normally skip over Oakland. We've done that, and I've been a part of it for decades until Jerry killed redevelopment. And something else, too. Rather than make these pronouncements on Twitter, why don't you try to learn something about how economic development really works from someone who's done it and still reports on it and blogs about it and could turn around and do it tomorrow and still take it on consultants to make calculations for them? I think it would be a really smart move on your part. You actually understand how this world works and then figure out how to make a change from that perspective. The main problem, the reason why I'm talking this way, is because Oakland lacks the will and the initiative to complete big projects. Oakland forgot how to do economic development. That's why we're in this situation with respect to the A's threatening to leave, with respect to the Raiders having left, with respect to the Warriors having left. As Joe Lacob said back then in 2012 when I was invited to cover his preview party for the Warriors arena when they wanted it at Pier 32, the party that the San Francisco-based media sort of reported as if it was a groundbreaking, Joe Lacob then said that Oakland had leadership challenges. It was challenged. It still is today. The letter that I received that reports the expected revenues from Howard Terminal to the County of Alameda was released on the 24th of May. That should have been done months ago. Months ago. But to trot this out right now in the middle of, the economic development equivalent of thermonuclear war with respect to the Major League Baseball organization, the Athletics, the city of Oakland, and then Las Vegas once again, and maybe Portland. Ridiculous. This situation is Oakland's creation. You cannot make like you're a king. You can't, Amano, just will everybody to bend to your idea. That's not how the world works. The reality is that you have to understand what the world wants and then fashion a way to give it to them. Otherwise, you'll be sitting on the sidelines yapping about stuff that will never happen. Subscribe to Zenny62 and bookmark oaklandnewsnow.com.